Namaste. In part 1, a little girl meets a Hindu family on the beach and challenges them to a game of noughts and crosses. Through a quiz, they discover that being Hindu is to live in accordance with the laws of energy, to know that all beings are forms of God, the generative, operative, and disintegrative forms of energy, all connected in an eternal cycle of birth and rebirth. In part 2, the little girl reveals that energy is formless, yet the imaginary forms of energy can be infinite. Each form represents a specific aspect, such as Om being sound vibrations, or the potential, kinetic, and degenerative God, known as Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. Welcome to part 3. She asks, who is Ganesha? Now tell me, who is Ganesha? What does he represent? They had no clue besides a few about Ganesha's story, or how the boy had lost his head, or something pretty gory. Ha! The girl laughed out and braced herself. That's quite an explanation. It's called the Disney myth approach that's meant for animation. But deeper, higher learning, discovery will reveal that energy pervades all life through each organic being. When energy and matter unite or become spouse, all creatures great and small are born, from elephant to mouse. Daddy's eyes were lightly shut. He rocked from front to back. It seems that all this Hindu stuff had caused his brain to rack. So, Shiva as the father and Shakti Shiva's wife, it's the male and female principle, the opposites of life. life forms, like atoms, cells, and molecules, all creatures great and small. Yes, and Isha is the energy that connects every being, the ganas, all that's living, like beads upon a string. So, Ganesha is a name for that invisible source of our deepest connections, our inner life force. Now you see, the girl replied. You earned another cross. I've got to catch up with you now, or suffer my first loss. So he's the Lord of Beginnings, but there's more than meets the eye. He's also God of wisdom, and can you tell me why? They threw a few ideas around, like long life and big head, but none could tell why Ganesha holds wisdom that's sacred. I scored this time, she raised her arms. Jai Ganesh, she yelled. It's hidden in the symbols. Look hard and you can tell. Since elephants have memory, they're considered to be wise. And what is more, they never pray in spite of their great size. This roly-poly figure with the lotus, axe, and rope says wisdom is the key to peace. With knowledge, you have hope. The lotus grows in stagnant pools, and yet it stays so fresh, untouched by its surroundings. It stands out from the rest. That lotus is the person who has the will to stick to strong and healthy principles in the face of all critics. The axe tells us to let go of things and all desires, for none will carry with us when each of us expires. The rope is our connection with animal, place, and thing. Our happiness and sorrows affect our fellow beings. So, the purpose of religion was really to apply the laws that govern nature from birth till we die.